Greetings people, it's Jared here, Wolfgang1, back to do another Transformers review. This one, this week is a bit of a weird one. Yeah, that's a pun I didn't plan. I should have had a lot more fun with this review than I actually did. But this proved to be an absolute ball ache from start to finish, and I'm including the photo gallery that I had to take for this for the Facebook page. There was nothing fun about this whatsoever, and as we get into the review, you'll see why, even though there should have been plenty of reasons to be fun, because it should be a decent figure. But I'm going to be reviewing a proper cunt this week, ladies and gentlemen. This is the review for Titan's Return, Weirdwolf. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Weirdwolf in his Titan's Return box packaging. That, as I said in the last Titan's Return video I did, that the packaging around this time was very, very standardised. A figure in robot mode, in a clamshell bubble sort of thing, with a cardboard backing. It's a shame, really, that they went through a phase. I guess they're still doing it, where they're boxing the figure in robot mode. Whereas surely half the fun was starting off in the alt mode and getting to the robot mode. But what do I know? I'm 42 years old. I've never owned a Transformer before. We've got some stuff on the back showing how headmasters work. And this guy was one of the OG headmasters. He was one of the old first wave Decepticon headmasters. And again, he's partnered with Monzo, although Monzo is spelled differently this time around. Don't know why. Just to change things up a little bit. 21st century Weirdwolf and Monzo for your consideration. I will just say now, right, that the perfect representation of the wolf mode that you see there is not going to be the final product when we get into this review, because I remember fucking around with this when I first got it and feeling what a massive pain in the arse it was for no reason, and feeling like they kind of gone a little bit overboard with what they wanted to achieve, and they've gone too far the other way, and instead of being fun, I seem to remember this being a bit of a cunt. And it shouldn't be for a deluxe size figure. But you know what? We're going to get straight on into the figure itself, and I will show you what I mean. Unless what's happened is I've completely misremembered it, and there was nothing wrong with this figure at all. But we shall see. Right, okay, so here's Weirdwolf in his basic wolf mode. I'm going to try and get this review wrapped up as quickly as possible, because I've just tried doing the photo gallery for this guy, and this cunt is pissing me off to no end. And the reason for that is because they've tried giving Weirdwolf a hell of a lot more articulation in wolf mode. The problem is you look at him from the back, he looks like he's about to be taken from behind, spread eagle. The limbs are really, and the joints are really sort of loose. Like, see what I mean? And it's really, really difficult to pose him in any kind of natural looking stance in this mode, because the back legs just want to go off like that. Like there's fucking no give in this whatsoever, and it's fucking annoying me. This canopy just here, I've got this open because mine is broken just on this hinge just here, and I heard that this was a common fault with Weirdwolf. The plastic on this hinge was shit. So let's take a look at some of the things that Weirdwolf came with. Okay, he comes with his little headmaster Monzo, and Monzo is now spelled M-O-N-X-O instead of M-O-N-Z-O, but whatever. So that's little Monzo just there. Again, no discernible detail picked out with any paint. It would have been nice to see something along that face. He comes with one sword stroke tail, which I will come on to in a minute. One cannon blaster thing that fits to robot mode or on the back of his wolf mode. One instruction booklet. Yeah, kind of would have been handy just to give that a read before I tried doing this, but whatever, who cares. And also one tech spec card with artwork, so that's all very nice. So coming on to this fucker right just here, right now, again, I'm going to be interested to do the who did it better video, because there's a lot of things that this figure does right, especially in terms of the transformation. The transformation is much more involved. They get rid of 90% of the kibble problem that was inherent on the G1 version in robot mode, so they actually paid attention to that. But the problem is, in this mode, this figure is not fun at all. He just wants to I applied no pressure to do that whatsoever, right? And now he's all fucking bent up and gangly and fucking shit. So the cockpit section, let's just show this and get this out of the way. You can put Monzo in his back, close up the cockpit section, and that's that done. But you can see that's really starting to strain there. So I'm going to leave that open for transformation purposes. Oh shit, that's nearly come off. That's nearly come off. You cunt of a thing. You cunt of a thing. Stay. Shit, I didn't realise it was that bad. Never mind. Okay, so let's stick his tail in here. This is going to be a fucking travesty of a review. Never mind. Let's put this down on here, and that's Weirdwolf with his tail, but also in his attack mode. Beasts with guns attached to them. I don't know. It didn't really work with the pretender beasts. Well, one I can think of. I can't get this guy to sit in any kind of decent position. This alt mode is flawed to fuck. It really, really is. Some nice weathered detail on the claws there for the metallic paint on the claws. But if I stand like that back leg's standing up, so I try and put that back leg down, and that's about as good as I've ever got him. And it's a shame that I'm now going to ruin it with a transformation process. That canopy has come now completely off. You son of a bitch. Oh, actually, it's still held on precariously by this red plastic inside bit. I really don't know what to do about that, but I didn't realise that this had the issue to put it. I knew this side was damaged. I didn't realise this side had gone as well. And I've only ever touched this figure twice before in my whole life. So that speaks volumes for Hasbro's quality control. Hasbro, sort it out, you corporate fucks. So yeah, to try and put that back down, but whatever. Yeah, I mean the wolf mode looks stunning. There's a lot of sculpted detail in there. It's really a good job on the sculpting and that, but it's flawed. It's flawed because these legs just want to fucking do their own thing. And now what the fuck is he doing here? What the fuck is he doing here? That's Ministry of Silly Walks. Maybe he's pissing up a lamppost, or preparing to piss up. In fact, you know what? There we are. That's Weirdwolf's third mode, pissing up a lamppost, right? Because that's exactly how I feel this figure. That's what this figure does. It's got problems. It really has, and it's a shame because this could have been like the perfect update to Weirdwolf, and it hits the mark in terms of sculpting. It hits the mark in terms of the transformation. The robot mode is gorgeous, but this here is not good. Okay, this is not good. So let's take it to the transformation because it does things that the G1 didn't, because obviously the G1 was more basic. But what this does is kind of cool. Let's take the tail out. Okay, and we're going to collapse this section into the body. Actually, yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, fuck. So we're going to make him a lot shorter, okay? Then we're going to bring this entire section back down. I mean, for all the fucking good that's going to do. Whatever. Then we're going to extend the legs. Yeah. Somehow. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Bring these sections down like this. So that forms his legs. Let's bring this camera back a little bit so you can see what the fuck I'm doing. So with the arms, we want to spin them around like this. Bring the animal feet back. The fuck am I doing? That was already like that. Okay. Then these panels just here, open them up gently, fold or flip out the fists if you can, unless you've got one that's dodgy as fuck. There we are. Bring that down. Same on the other side just here. Carefully lift this panel up because these popped off earlier as well. There we are. Flip out the hand. Close the panel back up without it popping off. Fuck you. Now with the feet, what do we want to do? We want to bring out these sections just here, these yellow sections. Now I'm going to need something to get these out with, I think. I thought there was more clearance on this, but clearly I was wrong. There we are. Fold those out. So there your that's that. I kind of felt it was going to be taller than this, but you know, what do I know? Bring the arms down, just like that. You've almost got the robot where you want the robot, okay? Except the limbs have still got this problem of just wanting to do their own thing. I kind of get why they did it, but it's still bullshit, right? It is still bullshit. Smarten this waist section up if you can, because that's causing issues. And then this bit is cool as fuck, right? The head, get this shit out of the way. The head, wolf's head, bring it back like this, spin it round on that plate, and then bring it down like that. And that is a very, very tidy back. Again, not perfect. You've still got the wolf kibble thing right there. In fact, I'm wondering if I should have done something with this plate. No, there is literally nowhere else for that to go. All right, so that just folds down. The head comes... Does it come down like that? Ah, yes. So what's the point in spinning that round then? The head fits very, very nicely into that back section. So that kibble section that the G1 had has been totally taken care of. Sorry about the shambolic nature of this review. It's just that this figure is so awkward to fucking do anything with while you try and transform it. It's not fun. It looks awesome, right? It looks awesome, but it is not fun. Transform Monzo in the standard Headmaster fashion, like that. Stick Monzo on Weirdwolf shoulders, right? So he's got an updated fucking look like that. He looks absolutely lovely, okay? He looks like a lovely little bot. He really does. So let's give him his weapons. Now, how the fuck do you do this? How do you do this? Okay, there's no rhyme or reason to this. He can hold the gun like that if he wants to. Probably hold the gun like that as well if he wants to. Or you can plug it into his arm on the side. Give him a bit of a... That's supposed to go in there a lot easier than that. Whatever, do you know what? I don't care. And then give him his sword. And then put him in a interesting pose. Just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Weirdwolf. Now, Weirdwolf is a cool looking little bot. He really is. The lines are clean. The colours are fucking beautiful. They're looking a lot better on camera, actually, than they are on the actual figure. So that says a lot. He is he's got great posability. This is the thing, he's got great posability. But the problem is, it's all the limbs and all the joints and all the connections are so fucking loose and want to, like, carefree and want to do their own thing. It's a bit difficult to pose him to do any fucking thing. There we are. So I'm just going to leave him like that, ladies and gentlemen. That was Weirdwolf. I do hope you enjoyed this review, such as it was. He is fucking floored to fuck. He is absolutely floored to fuck. He's a good-looking bot. He's a good-looking wolf for the most part, right? Who did it better? That's a fucking difficult one. Do you know what? I'm not gonna give my opinions on that. I'm gonna wait until I do my series of who did it better reviews, right? Because this guy has got things definitely in his favour. This is fucking clean as fucking arseholes, right? That is wonderful. Wonderful work compared to the G1, but there are so many fucking design issues with this, and the fact that the hinge here is made on a plastic that will snap as soon as you fucking look or breathe on it. There are things going on with this that shouldn't be going on with this, and it's a shame, because if they weren't going on with this would have been a totally successful figure, and it's fucking annoying that it's not, because I really wanted it to be. So that is my thoughts on Titan's Return Weirdwolf, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you enjoyed this. This is Joe Cavanberry, also known as Wolfgang1, saying I will be back. I will be back next week with more reviews, more shit and other stuff going on. So rate, comment, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about Titan's Return fucking Weirdwolf. Did you have the same inherent issues that I've had with mine, or am I just lucky enough to have the one that's a bit of a fucking cunt? So let me know, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Until we see each other again, thank you for watching this and take care.